A cupcake with bright frosting appears against a white background. It hops forward and gasps as it discovers 3 muffin pans that exactly look like braille cells. 7 more brightly colored cupcakes appear. At the whistled command of the original cupcake, hop into the various muffin holes to form the braille letters TBK. The muffin tins are replaced by the Blind Kitchen logo, green braille letters TBK on a white background. Fade to black.
Hello, and welcome to the Blind Kitchen, where everyone has a seat at the table. I'm your host, Deborah Erickson, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the long-handled wooden spoon.
Deborah is wearing bright utensil earrings. She is wearing a dark yellow chef's coat and a forest green apron with the Blind Kitchen logo.
You probably have at least one wooden spoon in your home. Most people do. But the spoon supplied by the Blind Kitchen is especially adaptive for blind and visually impaired cooks like us for several reasons. They have to do with both the length of the spoon and the material. In front of me, I have a large pot that's getting water in it that's getting ready to boil. I also have a side strainer attached to it. I also have the long wooden spoon in it. So this spoon is sitting in the pan. I don't have my hands on it. Because it's so long, it's leaning on the rim of the pan, even though the spoon part's actually in touch with the bottom of the pan. This spoon cannot physically drop into the bottom of the pan because it's so long. If you've ever tried to retrieve a utensil from the bottom of a pan of hot food or hot liquid, you know how dangerous and difficult it can be. This spoon completely eliminates that scenario because it can't possibly fall into it. The other thing that makes this so adaptive is that this spoon is in the pot as I described. It's leaning, and the end of the handle is actually outside of the steam. It's actually above the metal. So if I want to know exactly where my pot is, all I have to do is touch the cool part of the handle that's not involved in the steam, not involved with the steel, and I can touch it and safely know exactly where my pan is and stir the food carefully. The third reason this wooden spoon is so adaptive is because it is made of wood, and wood does not conduct heat. If this were a metal spoon, eventually that handle of that metal spoon would also get hot because metal conducts heat. Because this is wood, I can leave this spoon in the pan with the boiling pasta for as long as I want to. The handle will always stay cool as it's exposed to the outside air, and I can stir the pasta if I need it so it doesn't get clumpy or stick together, and I can leave it in the pan. Last but not least is that this means less mess. I know when I've cooked before and I pull my wet utensil out, I do my best to make sure the liquid stays in, but sometimes stuff drips when I bring it across to a spoon rest or a counter, and it can really make for a messy stove and messy counter. Because I never have to remove this spoon from the water, I'm good. It'll keep my kitchen mess-free while I'm making this pasta. In terms of caring for your wooden spoon, there are 2 schools of thought on this. One school would say it needs to be periodically treated with mineral oil or wood butter. This same people would say never put it in a dishwasher because it can change the color, make the wood rougher, and reduce the integrity of it. I'm not so much. I like the look and feel of the raw wood. I also am a little bit wary that the oils might impart a flavor into the food that I might not want there. So I do wash mine in the dishwasher. So either way, when you are cleaning your wooden spoon, the most important thing to do is to make sure it gets put away completely clean and completely dry. Wood is by its very nature porous, and so it can grow mold and bacteria if not put away clean and dry. So thank you for being a member of the Blind Kitchen community. I know the spoon has become one of your new best friends, and until next time, happy cooking.
She smiles towards the camera. Fade to black. The Blind Kitchen logo appears. Fade to black. Nayo Creative Productions logo appears. The logo fades to black.